Newsflash: the body of a missing Washington woman has been found in a Mexican cemetery. Today, we delve into the chilling story of Reyna Hernandez, a 54-year-old woman from Renton, Washington who vanished into thin air 2 weeks ago. Reyna, a dedicated small business owner, ran a beloved hair salon in Renton, a suburb just 12 miles south of downtown Seattle. On February 26th, she left her South Renton home to run errands and open up her salon, just like any other day. But Reyna never returned home. She didn't open her salon that day and the alarm bells started ringing. Her friends, unable to reach her, reported her missing 2 days later to the Renton Police Department. The initial response was swift, but with little to go on, the trail seemed to go cold. The Renton community was left grappling with a chilling mystery. Where was Reyna Hernandez? The first ray of hope came on March 8th, when detectives stumbled upon a news article out of Mexicali, Mexico. The article described an unidentified body found on the Tijuana highway. Could it be Reyna? The Renton police reached out to their Mexican counterparts, and what they found was shocking. The body found over 1,300 miles away from Reyna's home was positively identified as hers. Adding to the mystery, a 61-year-old Renton resident was picked up by Mexican law enforcement on unrelated charges. Now he's being eyed as a suspect in Reyna's disappearance and possible murder. Reyna's sudden disappearance left the community in a state of shock and confusion. A sense of unease hangs over Renton as they grapple with the loss of one of their own. As we try to unravel the mystery behind Reyna's disappearance, we're left with the haunting question: what really happened to Reyna Hernandez? As days turned into weeks, the Renton Police Department intensified their search for Reyna. Their investigation took a pivotal turn on March 8th when they stumbled upon a news article from Mexicali. The article described an unidentified body found on the Tijuana highway, a detail that sent a chill down the investigators' spines. Could this be Reyna Hernandez, the woman whose sudden disappearance had left her community in a state of shock? There was no time to lose. Over the weekend, Renton detectives got in touch with the Mexican authorities. The collaboration that ensued was one of international proportions, involving not only the Renton police and Mexican law enforcement, but also U.S. federal partners. Their combined efforts bore fruit when the Mexican authorities provided enough information to positively identify the body as Reyna's. A wave of sorrow washed over the team as the worst was confirmed. But the investigation was far from over. In a surprising twist, Mexican law enforcement had arrested a 61-year-old Renton resident on unrelated charges. However, as the puzzle pieces began to fall into place, this man emerged as a suspect in Reyna's disappearance and possible murder. The suspect's relationship to Reyna remained unclear, but the fact that he was now in custody in Mexico added another layer of complexity to the investigation. In another turn of events, Reyna's vehicle was also found in Mexico. The discovery raised more questions than it answered. What was the vehicle doing there? Was it used in the alleged crime? The detectives, though tight-lipped, were working tirelessly to untangle the web of mystery surrounding Reyna's tragic end. The Renton Police Department believed this was a case of domestic violence, a revelation that added a layer of horror to the unfolding narrative. The police were now tasked with determining when and where Reyna was killed. If it turned out that Reyna was killed on U.S. soil, the suspect would be extradited to face charges in America, a decision that would have significant implications for the course of justice. The discovery of Reyna's body in a cemetery in Mexicali marked a tragic turn in the investigation. Yet, the search for truth continued, crossing not just state lines but country lines. As the investigation pushed forward, the dedication of the Renton Police Department, Mexican authorities, and U.S. federal partners served as a testament to their commitment to justice for Reyna Hernandez. Beyond the headlines and the crime scene tape, Reyna Hernandez was a beloved member of the Renton community. A woman of 54 years, she found her joy in her small business, a hair salon nestled in the suburbs of Seattle, not more than a dozen miles south of downtown. Reyna was more than just a business owner. She was a pillar of the community, a friend, and a confidant to those who walked through the doors of her salon. She styled hair with the precision of an artist and the tenderness of a mother, listening to the stories of her clients as she transformed their hair into works of art. Those who knew Reyna often spoke of her radiant smile, her infectious laughter, and her boundless empathy. She was a woman who found happiness in the happiness of others, a trait that drew people to her salon, not just for a haircut, but for the warmth and kindness that Reyna offered. Her life was one of hard work and dedication. Born in Mexico, Reyna carried with her a strong sense of her cultural heritage. She was proud of her roots, often sharing stories of her homeland with her clients, her voice filled with nostalgia and love for the place she once called home. Reyna was also a beacon of hope and resilience. She had faced her share of hardships, but she never let them define her. Instead, she used them as stepping stones, building a life for herself that was as inspiring as it was commendable. Her resilience was a testament to her strength, a trait that was admired by all who knew her. Her dedication to her work was not just about making ends meet, it was a testament to her love for her community, her desire to contribute, to make a difference. Her salon was more than just a place of business. It was a hub of community engagement, a place where people could come together, share their stories, and find comfort in each other's company. Reyna's disappearance and the tragic circumstances of her death have left the community reeling. The salon chairs sit empty, the mirrors reflecting the profound loss that hangs in the air. Yet, in the silence, one can still hear the echoes of Reyna's laughter, the comforting hum of her voice, the gentle snip of her scissors. Reyna's absence has left a void in the heart of Renton that can never be filled. Her life, her spirit, and her legacy continue to live on in the memories of those who loved her, in the stories that are told about her, and in the silence of the salon that still bears her name. Reyna Hernandez may be gone, but she will never be forgotten. As the investigation continues, a suspect emerges from the shadows. A 61-year-old man, a resident of Renton, the same town where Reyna lived and ran her hair salon, is taken into custody by Mexican law enforcement. But his arrest isn't directly linked to Reyna's case. He's apprehended on unrelated charges. Yet, as the threads of this intricate investigation unravel, he's considered a possible key player in Reyna's disappearance and tragic end. The suspect's relationship with Reyna is murky, the details yet to be clarified by the Renton police. However, the discovery of Reyna's vehicle in Mexico, in the same vicinity where the suspect is detained, paints a grim picture. The man is currently held in Mexico, and the nature of his involvement, whether incidental or intentional, remains to be determined. As the Renton police, Mexicali police, and U.S. federal partners tirelessly work together, a potential motive surfaces. They believe this heart-wrenching crime could be an instance of domestic violence. The questions loom large. Was Reyna taken against her will? Was her life brutally taken by someone she knew, someone she possibly trusted? These speculations are yet to be substantiated. The police are waiting to confirm the time and manner of Reyna's death, crucial pieces of information that could shed light on where the alleged homicide took place. If it's determined that Reyna was killed on U.S. soil, the suspect would be extradited to face charges in America. The pursuit of justice for Reyna continues, crossing not just state lines but country lines. The wheels of justice are turning, albeit slowly, in the quest for answers in Reyna's tragic death. The legal process, often a labyrinth of rules and regulations, is now in motion. As the investigation continues, the detectives, in collaboration with Mexican authorities and U.S. federal partners, aim to determine the exact circumstances leading to Reyna's demise. Critical to this pursuit is establishing the location of the alleged homicide. If evidence suggests Reyna's life was tragically cut short on American soil, the gears of the legal process will shift significantly. The 61-year-old Renton resident, currently under arrest in Mexico on unrelated charges, is a suspect in this case. If Reyna's death is proven to have occurred in the U.S., the American authorities would initiate extradition proceedings. This legal mechanism would allow for the suspect to be brought back to the U.S. to face charges. However, extradition is not a straightforward process. It involves a series of legal procedures subject to international law and the specific extradition treaty between the U.S. and Mexico. The process could be lengthy, but it is a necessary step to ensure that justice is served. Simultaneously, the legal process continues on the home front. The Renton Police Department is working tirelessly, piecing together the evidence and building a robust case for prosecution. The case is being treated as a domestic violence crime, adding yet another layer of complexity to the unfolding legal process. In the midst of this intricate legal dance is the family of Reyna, grappling with their loss while hoping for justice. The community too is deeply affected, their shock and grief palpable. Amid the complex legalities, the human element of this tragedy remains at the forefront. As the legal process unfolds, the community waits with bated breath for justice for Reyna. As we grapple with the tragedy of Reyna's untimely death, we also take a moment to celebrate her life. Reyna Hernandez was far more than a victim of a crime. She was a vibrant woman who touched lives, a successful entrepreneur who inspired others, a friend who could be counted on, a mother who loved fiercely. Reyna's life was a tapestry of love and resilience, woven with threads of courage and determination. She was a beacon of hope for her community in Renton, Washington, running a successful hair salon that was more than just a business. It was a place of warmth and acceptance, a haven where her clients felt seen and appreciated. Reyna's friends remember her as a woman with an infectious smile that could light up any room. Her laughter was a melody that played on even the gloomiest of days, a testament to her enduring spirit. She was a woman of strength, who faced life's adversities with a heart full of courage and a soul full of hope. Her family remembers Reyna as a caring and devoted mother. She was their rock, their guiding star. The love she held for her children was a fierce, protective, and nurturing force. Her absence is a void that can never be filled, but the love she left behind will continue to nurture them. Members of her community remember Reyna as an inspiring entrepreneur. She was a woman who believed in herself and her dreams. Her hair salon was a testament to her hard work, determination, and passion. She was not just a businesswoman but a role model for those who dare to dream. But perhaps the most powerful tribute to Reyna is the legacy she leaves behind. A legacy that speaks of resilience in the face of adversity, of hope in the face of despair. Her life is a testament to the power of love, courage, and determination. Her spirit lives on in the hearts of her children, her friends, and everyone whose life she touched. As we mourn the loss of Reyna Hernandez, let us also celebrate her life. Let us remember her for the strong, vibrant woman she was. Let us honor her memory by continuing to fight for justice, not just for Reyna, but for all victims of domestic violence. Let us remember her not as a victim, but as a woman of strength, a mother of love, and a beacon of hope. Reyna Hernandez, a life cut short, but a spirit that continues to inspire. Rest in peace, Reyna, you will forever be missed, B.